Assalamu alaikum dear students. My name is Maria and I am your social studies teacher. We are going to start from our unit number 1, globe and map skills. This is your lecture number 1. I want to discuss the course contents related to this lecture number 1. In this chapter you will able to learn geography, definition of geography, globe, map, latitude, longitude, equator, hemisphere, poles of the earth. So these are topics related to lecture number 1. Before going to start, first of all I want to ask question from you. Do you know what is geography? Definition of geography is geo means earth and graphy means study. The study about the earth is called geography. When we study about the earth, so this study is called geography. Explanation of geography is geography is the branch of science in which we study about land. Geography is actually the science subject. In this subject we study about the land. What is the structure of the land from outside? What is structure of the land from inside? So in this subject we study about the land. Mountains, oceans. Mountains mean the hilly areas. For example, the mountainous areas of Pakistan are Karakoram and Himalayas mountain. So this type of mountains we can study in this subject. We can study about the oceans. For example, we have 5 different oceans like Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, etc. So we can study about the oceans. We also study about the plateaus and deserts. Plateaus mean these are the type of the mountains, but it's not higher just like the mountains. It's little bit shorter than the mountains. These are called plateaus. Desert mean those areas where the rainfall is very much low or where no rainfall occurs. So these areas are known as deserts. For example, main deserts of Pakistan are Thar and Cholistan. These are the main deserts of Pakistan. So in geography subject we also study about the deserts. Do you know how can we show the earth's surface? If we want to show the earth's surface on a piece of flat sheet of paper or on a model, so how can we show it? We can show the earth's surface by 2 different ways. First one way is globe and second is map. Now what is globe? Globe is the model of the earth on which continents and oceans are shown. Model mean the globe is just like the earth's surface. Our earth is sphere, so globe is also sphere. Our earth has different continents, so this globe also consists of different continents. Our earth has oceans as well, so globe also have oceans. Similarly, our earth do movement, so this globe also do movement. So therefore we can say that globe is the model of the earth, like just like the earth. Map is the drawing of the earth on a flat sheet of paper on which continents and oceans are shown according to scale. Map is also the drawing of the earth but on a flat sheet of paper. For example, if you want a paper, if you take out a paper and start drawing map of Pakistan, so this is called map of Pakistan. But the difference between map and globe is map is according to scale. Scale mean we convert the ground distance into map distance. For example, on a ground, if the distance is in kilometer, so on a map we convert this distance in inches or centimeters. Because the flat sheet of paper is shorter than the ground distance, so that's why first of all we must convert the ground distance to the flat sheet of paper distance and then we draw map. So this is the main difference between map and globe. Map is according to scale, but the model is not according to scale. This is world map. If you look at this map, there are continents with multicolors, also oceans in this map with blue color. So this is called map of the world. Globe and map skills. Globe and map skills are actually techniques. How can you read the map? How can you draw the map? So these techniques are known as skills. There are some special terms which are used for globe and map. Related to globe and map, we use some special words, we use some special terms. These terms are, first of all, latitudes. Latitudes are imaginary lines run from west to east in horizontal direction, and there are total 180 latitudes. If you look at this diagram, so this is diagram of latitudes. Latitudes are horizontal lines that runs from west towards east, and there are total 180 latitudes. Here the red line shows the equator. Above the equator there are 90 latitudes, and below the equator there are 90 latitudes. So 90 plus 90 equal to 180. So we have total 180 latitudes, and these latitudes are imaginary lines. Like, this is not present anywhere at the world, anywhere at the earth's surface, but this is only imaginary line that draw by geographers for make the world, for make the map easier for drawing and mapping. Equator. If you look at this diagram, so here the equator is shown with the red circle. So equator is an imaginary line that divides the earth into two equal halves. Again, the equator is imaginary line that is drawn by geographer for make the map easier for drawing and for mapping. Okay, so equator is also imaginary line and that divides the earth into two equal halves. Longitudes. Longitudes are vertical lines run from north towards south. There are total 360 longitudes. If you look at this picture, so the straight lines are known as lines of longitudes. If you look at this, in this straight lines there is also a red line. The red line shows the 0-degree longitude, and the 0-degree longitude is called prime meridian. Prime meridian is called 0-degree longitude. Longitudes are vertical lines, straight lines that run from north towards south. There are total 360 longitudes. 180 longitudes at the west position of prime meridian and 180 longitudes at east position of prime meridian. So it become total 360 longitudes. Hemisphere. Hemi means half. So equator is the line which divides the earth into two equal hemispheres, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. If you look at this diagram, so the black line shows the equator. Equator divides the earth into northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Here the word hemisphere mean half circle. Okay, so northern circle and southern circle. Equator is the line that divides it into two equal parts. Poles of the earth. We also have two poles of the earth, the north pole and the south pole. At north position there is a north pole, and at south position there is a south pole. So these are known as the poles of the earth. The homework related to this lecture number 1 is, what is the difference between globe and map, and define equator, prime meridian, longitudes and latitudes. This is the homework related to your lecture number 1. Thank you. See you next time. Allah Hafiz.